You've been told that bone broth and collagen powder are the ultimate secrets to glowing skin, flexible joints, and a healthy gut. But what if I told you, for most people, they're doing almost nothing? Here's the part no one's telling you. One of these two is practically useless unless you unlock what I call the absorption switch, a hidden biological trigger your body needs to actually make collagen work. I'm serious. Without this switch turned on, you're wasting your time and money, no matter how clean or expensive your collagen is. In this video, I'll break down bone broth versus collagen powder, which one works better, how they really function in your body, and at the very end, I'll reveal what the absorption switch actually is. It's simple, but game-changing, and 90% of people are missing it. So if you've been using either of these and not seeing results, don't go anywhere. I'm going to connect the dots and reveal the full picture. Let's dive in, and trust me, you'll want to stay till the end. Bone broth versus collagen powder. Let's unpack the basics. You've seen them both everywhere. Bone broth simmering in wellness blogs, collagen powder in sleek tubs promising eternal youth. But here's the truth. They're not the same thing. And understanding this difference is the first step to making the right choice. Let's break it down. Bone broth is made by slowly simmering animal bones and connective tissue, usually over 12 to 24 hours. It pulls out a wide range of nutrients, gelatin, amino acids like glycine and proline, plus minerals like calcium and magnesium. It's whole food based, and that's both a strength and a weakness. On the other hand, collagen powder is more of a modern invention. It's processed, but for a reason. The collagen is hydrolyzed, broken down into smaller peptides so your body can absorb it faster and more efficiently. It's more concentrated, easier to dose, and designed for performance. So here's the key difference. Bone broth gives you a broader spectrum of nutrients, but less collagen per serving. Collagen powder, it's targeted, high dose, and stripped down to one main purpose: collagen support. Still with me? Because what's coming next is where things start to tilt. We'll compare how well each works, and one of them dramatically outperforms the other in clinical studies. But that only matters if your body knows what to do with it. And remember that absorption switch I mentioned earlier. You'll start seeing why it matters very soon, and I'll show you exactly how to activate it at the end. Ready for the real science behind the hype? Let's go deeper. All right, now that we know what they are, let's talk about what really matters. Which one actually works better? Because let's be honest, most people don't care about the process. They care about results. Will this make my skin glow? Will my joints stop hurting? Will my gut stop acting up? Let's start with bone broth. It's natural, rich, and nutrient-dense. It supports your gut lining thanks to the gelatin, and it contains a wide array of amino acids that play a role in collagen production. But here's the catch. The collagen content per serving is relatively low, and the structure isn't broken down, meaning your body has to work harder to absorb it. Compare that to collagen powder. It's already hydrolyzed, broken into peptides that your body can absorb faster. Clinical studies show that collagen peptides can significantly improve skin elasticity, hydration, and joint function within 6 to 12 weeks of consistent use. So does that mean collagen powder wins? Not so fast, because absorption isn't just about the form of collagen, it's about what your body is doing internally. And this is where things get really interesting, because if your digestion is weak, even the best collagen powder in the world won't make it past your stomach. You remember the absorption switch I teased earlier? This is where it starts to come into focus. In the next part, I'll show you how most people sabotage their collagen results without even realizing it, and what tiny change can flip that switch back on. But before we get there, let's talk about the mistakes that silently ruin both bone broth and collagen powder. Let me ask you something. Have you been using bone broth or collagen powder, maybe even both, and still wondering why your skin isn't glowing? Your joints still ache? Or your gut still feels off? You're not alone. Let me tell you about Sarah. She's 38, a yoga teacher from California, super health conscious, green smoothies, clean eating, the works. She was taking one of the most expensive collagen powders on the market, daily, religiously, for almost a year. Her routine: scoop of collagen in her morning coffee, every day. But here's what she told me. Honestly, I don't think it's doing anything. I haven't noticed a single change. I'm starting to think collagen is just overhyped. But the collagen wasn't the problem. It was how she was using it. Turns out, she was mixing it into boiling coffee, which can denature the peptides. Plus, she was taking it on an empty stomach, with low stomach acid, something common after 30 that she didn't even know she had. We made 2 tiny changes. 1. Added collagen to a lukewarm smoothie instead of coffee. 2. Took it with breakfast, including some vitamin C, like kiwi and citrus. 6 weeks later, she wasn't just seeing results, she was feeling them. Her post-yoga joint stiffness, gone, her skin, noticeably more plump, and she said, "Now I actually feel like it's working." Sarah's not unique. Most people who don't see results from collagen are actually blocking it without even knowing. Here are the 3 most common mistakes. 1. Inconsistent use, especially with bone broth. 1 cup a week isn't going to cut it. Collagen needs daily, consistent intake, especially if you want visible change. 2. Wrong timing. Collagen works best with meals, especially ones that contain vitamin C, which is needed to convert peptides into usable collagen in your body. 3. Mixing with heat, like hot coffee or tea. High heat can damage collagen peptides. If you're dumping it into boiling liquids, you may be wasting the benefits. But here's the most overlooked factor of all: your digestion. You can take the best collagen in the world, but if your gut isn't primed to absorb it, it's like pouring fuel into a locked engine. Nothing happens. And that's where the absorption switch comes in, the biological trigger that determines whether collagen gets absorbed or flushed away. In the next part, we'll break down which option is best for your body, based on your goals, lifestyle, and budget. And then, I'll finally reveal what the absorption switch really is and how you can turn it on. Stick around, you're closer than ever to the real answer. By now, you're probably wondering, so which one should I be using? Bone broth or collagen powder? Well, here's the truth. There's no universal winner, but there is a right choice for your goals, your lifestyle, and your body. Let's break it down. If you're all about whole, natural foods, bone broth might be your go-to. It's rich, nourishing, and delivers more than just collagen. Think minerals, gelatin, amino acids, even gut-soothing compounds. Perfect if you have time to prep or buy high-quality broth. You prefer sipping something warm and healing. Gut health is your top priority. But remember, you'll need daily consistency, and the collagen concentration is lower per serving. If you're busy, results-driven, and need something easy, collagen powder is likely your better bet. It's convenient, measurable, and backed by solid science, especially for skin elasticity, joint pain, and muscle recovery. Perfect if you're goal-focused, skin, joints, performance. You want predictable dosing. You need something portable and quick. But, and this is big, it still depends on your body's ability to absorb it. So, you've narrowed down your choice, but even with the perfect product, you could still be missing out if your body isn't primed to use it. And that brings us back, once again, to the one thing that makes all the difference: the absorption switch. In the next and final part, I'm going to tell you exactly what this switch is, why so many people have it turned off without knowing, and how to activate it starting today. Trust me, once you hear it, you'll never look at collagen the same way again. Let's finish strong. You've waited, you've compared. And now, it's time to answer the question we've been teasing since the very beginning. What is the absorption switch? And why does it change everything about how your body uses collagen? Here's the truth almost no one talks about. It's stomach acid. Yup, Something as basic as stomach acid is the key to whether collagen actually works inside your body. Let me explain. Collagen, whether from bone broth or collagen powder, has to be broken down into usable amino acids and peptides in your digestive tract. And that process requires an acidic environment, specifically enough hydrochloric acid, HCl, in your stomach. But here's the kicker. Studies show that by age 30, up to 40% of adults already have reduced stomach acid production, and it gets worse with age, stress, and certain medications. So what happens when stomach acid is low? Collagen peptides aren't fully broken down. Absorption in the small intestine drops. The amino acids you need to rebuild your skin, joints, and gut lining never make it to the target tissues. You're taking collagen, but your body's not using it. Let that sink in. So how do you activate the absorption switch? It's simpler than you think. 1. Take collagen with food, especially meals that include vitamin C, citrus, berries, bell peppers, anything that helps trigger the collagen production pathway. 2. Support your stomach acid. Start your day with a glass of water. A tablespoon of apple cider vinegar or lemon juice. Avoid chugging water right before meals. It dilutes stomach acid. Chew your food thoroughly. Digestion starts in the mouth. 3. If you suspect you have low stomach acid, bloating, heaviness after meals, consider speaking to a health professional about HCl supplementation or a simple stomach acid test. Now you know the truth. It's not just what you take, it's what your body can absorb. Bone broth or collagen powder, both can work, but neither will do anything unless you've got that absorption switch flipped on. And that, right there, is what separates people who see no results from those who actually feel and see the difference. So now the question isn't, which product is better? It's, is your body ready to use what you're giving it? If this video helped you understand how collagen really works, drop a comment below. Let us know what you're using and whether you think your absorption switch is on or off. And if you know someone who's wasting money on collagen with no results, share this video. They need to hear this. And hey, if you found value in this video and want more real science-backed health insights just like this one, hit that subscribe button and turn on the bell so you don't miss the next episode. We dive deep, we keep it real, and we're just getting started. Stay healthy, stay informed, and we'll see you in the next one.